So I haven't drafted white yet, and this is a white rare. I think this is like not that great, but I think it's okay. And if you just, I think that this like set involves a lot of forcing of stuff. Of course, all the good cards I'm seeing are not white here. Huh. Wix Patrol is very good. It basically comes down to just like Chupacabras them. If I was gonna take a card that's on the green, like this is a green white card for the most part, I think. I could take out the trash. I don't actually know like which cards are good. I think Curious Forger is fine. I think take out the trash is probably pretty decent. This is more green white, and this is more on theme is the thing because this also works on food tokens. Oh, Builder's Talent. This creates a token when one or more non-creature, non-land permanents you control enter. Put put a non-creature, non-land. I'm sort of like struggling to understand what I'm looking for there. Oh, Carrot Cake makes tokens. Let's try this. This makes tokens. It's also a food for Curious Forger. So instead of there's a lot of these food things that if you like you can sack them like they're regular food and they'll have an effect. But you could also sack them to the Curious Forger and you get the effect without having to pay 2 mana. So I don't know, a couple options. I mean, we got force. I don't know. I've heard like you want to stay very linear. You want to be so as a balance, right? You want to stay on theme in this deck, but sorry, not in this deck, in this set. But I think that refers more to late picks than early picks. And like so here, right? I'm seeing a second Wix Patrol. My deck would be much better right now if I had 2 Wix Patrols or 2 Take Out the Trashes, I guess, over the Curious Forger. But I feel like Headed Homestead is good for my deck. It's not even a bad card. It's just sort of it's a 5 mana. It does stuff card. I'm not sure that. I mean, Pawn Prophet also seems good, but it's less on theme. So I probably will more fives. This is just so on theme with the caretakers. I don't want to like over-index on this because so this is a 3 mana card that draws you cards, and then eventually is a huge, you know, you have to pay another 5 mana. When you upgrade it, you get a copy of a token, so it's probably just making a 1/1 rabbit so far in my deck, or food, I guess. But then all your rabbits get huge, so yeah. Creatures you control get big. That's good. Duo. This is a rabbit. Goes wide. Rabbit response. Huh, that's cute. I feel like. Uh, I don't know if this is good, but I always love being able to accelerate. And I feel like decks are more mana hungry than they look. I mean, having more rabbits is good. I don't really have a rabbit theme. I mean, a lot of my cards are going to be rabbits, but like this is a rabbit theme. I'll take the thing. I think I can get 4 drops. Potting Gift. Exile a thing. If the gift wasn't promised, return it. Okay. What is this? This is just a rabbit. Do we think Potting Gift is going to be any good? Like it's removing it to pay mana, or I just get a rabbit that buffs when it comes into play and makes a token. So, oh yeah, so all these offsprings do make tokens, right? These are tokens, and you can copy those tokens. What is this? When this leaves, or something leaves without dying, make a. I don't think my stuff's leaving without dying that often. I don't know if you just want the Fountain Port Bell. And maybe I can blink stuff with some of the frog stuff, or there's just forages. I also have another forager. So am I like getting a forager I guess I'm closer to a forager sub-theme than I am to a frog sub-theme. That's my second squirrel. I have no frogs. So, I don't know. It's tough to tell. Hey, Warren Elder seems really good. Just being able to buff everything for 4 mana is like a big threat. And having this be 4 instead of 5 is actually important because getting it. Though Cash Grab is very good in the Squirrel's deck. It does make a food. So I am. I don't think I need this bird. So this is kind of a weird pack because these are all actually in my colors. Uh, I'll take this. Is this no? This isn't a rabbit, but it's on my colors. So. Oh, rabbit response. Got it back. Okay. What is this? Thunderclap Trainee. When this creature enters, you may look at 4 cards. Reveal non-creature, non-land among them. Okay, and offspring is 4. Elemental Coyote. Okay. Dewdrop Cure. Okay, I feel like the Coyote is probably pretty good. It takes what's Drift Gloom Coyote, but so it's not. It doesn't seem like the rabbits need things to be rabbits. So I will take this. Most Trapper. This is a. I played against this. Is really annoying. I'll probably just take Banishing Light though. It's like pretty strong. I feel like. I don't know. I don't even have anything that targets this. Is the issue. It has Flash. I could target it with this. Do I have anything else that targets enchantment? No, not yet. I don't know if I'm getting anything. Gift of food. If the gift was palm. I mean, yeah, I could. I don't know. Banishing Light just seems like generically powerful. I think Homestead is probably better than the Duo for what we're going for. But I think the Duo is pretty good. The nice thing about the Duo is that you can slam. I wonder if it's better just to have some. Like, I don't have any 4s and I do have some 5s. You can just like slam like your tokens into them, but it only really works if they have to block. Yeah, I'll take one of these. So I have one of each. It's possible that's wrong. So this is definitely the card that's like for my deck that they want me to take if I'm in this deck, right? I'm always like skeptical of these cards. I guess it's like gets really big. These cards just allow you to get like combat tricked. Okay, well I can get a second one now. I guess I'm gonna do that. Not combat tricked, but like all the tricks work out negatively for you, like all the combat stuff, because it can get killed like afterwards. Squirrel Raccoon. So this is the one, like the Druid of the Spade is the one that's on my deck, but this is like a much more powerful card and creates a token. So I think I'm gonna go with this. I don't have any bats. I don't think I'm going to have any bats, but I think just dealing 4 to a tapped? No. Yeah, tapped, attacking, or blocking. Okay. The other alternative is this. I think this is just fine. Well, Most Trapper came back? No, this is pack 8. Um, yeah, I'll take that. Maybe I get some combat tricks and this does stuff. Maybe I just end up cutting it. Maybe I play the Thistle Down players. So Thistle Down players, you can attack, target the mouse, tap something, and then they can't block. Okay, Cash Grab. Was white red just super open? I mean, I'm way too into green, right? I think a second rabbit response. I'll take this. I don't know if it's good. I do have a few. So it can get two drops, and you can gift them a card to get three two drops. So if you have a lot of two drops, is it just creatures? Yeah, creatures. So I have, what, five two drop creatures? I can mill some stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see it like worth it to get a couple of these back. Um, you know, it's maybe cut so far. I'll grab these. These are, they're not better in multiples, but the things that make them good are going to work well if you have multiple things. So I can, this creates a token and can be removal. Kind of weird, clunky removal, but removal nonetheless. I don't think I need this yet. Okay, so I do have like a Thistledown Player's Mousetrapper package. So yeah, if I get some combat tricks, having multiple of these when you're talking about like an A-B type of combo. Okay, when you play a... Yeah, this seems like it gets huge in my deck. The other cards are Treetop Sentinels and Banishing Light. I don't think I need a second one of these. I don't even know if I want the first one. I mean, it's not a good top deck, but... So, people talk about things not being good top decks, and I think that's like a fair thing sometimes. But your one drops are never going to be great top decks, or like at least not usually. And your two drops probably aren't going to be great top decks. What is this? Search your deck for. That seems not good, right? What are these? There's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't think I want that. I can't imagine that it's worth giving up a card for that, even if my creature, like even if you have a very good creature. Up to one target creature. So this is good if I get the rabbits in, or the mice in. This creates a token and takes advantage of the foraging. I actually would like this to come back. I think I'm going to take the bodyguard. So what this does is creates a 2/1 and a 1/1. And then for each of them, you can forage, which is remove three cards or sacrifice a food. And if you do, it... That's interesting. Yeah, definitely red-white seems open. Although I'm getting a ton of green cards, so green-white also... It seems unlikely that everything's open. Um, Whenever you attack, target creature you control... Oh, so this targets stuff, which is nice for my mice that I might put back in. So yeah, you can remove three cards from your graveyard or sacrifice food, and then you get the effect. I don't think I want a different mouse. Whenever a non-creature, non-land enters. So that's like the food tokens. I have a couple of these now, but this can get back like a banishing light. I think I'm better off with like these things, maybe. Intrepid Rabbit, another one of these. Uh, yeah, I could take these. I wonder if Mouse Trapper is that good. It feels good, but I just don't like. I'm not well set up for it. Hop to it. Is this good? Just creates three rabbits. I'm guessing that is good in my deck because it buffs my guys like my. I don't think I need another one of these. Am I playing any of these? I don't know. So these are good in multiples because they get the bonus from. You just need a forage. If you forage for one of them, you get the bonus on both. So I do have a forage sub theme. Oh wow, wow. Okay, I'm gonna take the carrot cake because it helps with the foraging. But yeah, there was something going on here that I didn't quite understand, I think. There were a lot of rabbits going around. There was a lot of everything going around late, I think is what was confusing me. I think I can cut a land here. I always try to cut a land, but I think I can actually do it this time. Okay, so what cards do I kind of wanted that in too. So I need to cut 4 cards still. Okay. I think I'm cutting like any combat tricks. I don't necessarily need this. It draws a card and creates a food, destroys. Hmm. Cash grab I heard is very good. Gets me a card and creates a food. Sonar Strike is maybe not great in my deck, but I don't have a ton of lands. Not a ton of lands, a ton of removal. Okay, let's assume we're keeping all these cards. That seems good. Curious Forger seems good. Gets a permanent back, yeah. We don't have many reach cards, so I feel like having the reach is good. This has to be, if this is ever good, it's good here. This was really good in MKM. They had the, wait, was MKM the detective? Yeah, Murders at Column. They had the one that investigates instead of scries, and it was really, really good. It was called On the Job. Okay, so what is not great? I'm guessing Intrepid Rabbit isn't amazing, but it still makes for 4 mana, it makes 2 cards. Makes 2 bodies, I guess, not 2 cards. And that seems pretty worthwhile. Yeah, I guess it has 2 buffs. Like you can target those little. I don't have the rabbits, I guess. I might need to cut down on the foraging, but it's like I have the carrot cakes, which you want to sack these to get the second rabbit and the second scry, and not having to pay 2 mana for it seems really nice. Okay, let's cut the formation. Maybe we have enough of a curve that we don't need this card. I love being able to go from 3 to 4, but I guess it just does nothing. Yeah, it just doesn't do a ton, I guess. Okay, we want this, want these. This is a maybe, this is good. I think we want this. Bushy Bodyguard helps with the forage thing, makes second body. It's not a great 2-drop, I guess. It's more of a 4 in this deck. Kiatea's Talent, that's what we built the deck around. I think we want the rabbits. I think we want the foragers. Herbalists, yeah, it feels like being able to send the tokens as 2/1 death touches over and over can really beat up on people. It's supposed to be forge and draw a card. I don't have it. How much reach? There's not a way to check how much reach you have now. They've been adding reach to a bunch of creatures, like on a bunch of frogs mostly. Um, keep. Okay, I guess this is cuttable. This is probably cuttable, but I don't know. It just seems like it's made for this deck, and I guess it's just a 1/4 by itself, and it doesn't do great on defense. Maybe we cut that. I sort of want to get this back in. I love being able to draw cards. We don't have a lot of card draw, and at least this is sort of card draw. It has reach. I wonder if we're supposed to cut like the Curious Forger for the. I like having these at like a critical mass. Like having multiple of these is nice when you have the forage stuff. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's start here. Or did I not cut a land? Do I cut a land and they just throw a land back in constantly? Is that what happens? Because I feel like I did cut a land. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try this. Okay, I like the little rabbits. See, I don't have a good sense of if this deck is anything really. Um, oh, so if we get the Caretaker's Talent, and that's the one, that was easy. If we get this in play, we do draw a card every time we make a token. Or every turn we make a token, not every time. So I think, oh, I'd really love to get this in play before I start doing goofy stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy, I see you. Um, Play the Warden Elder. Oh, this scries though. I should have played this. Yeah, because I really want to draw land. If I don't draw land here, I'm gonna be a little bit frustrated. I'll definitely block here. if he attacks. He might not attack. Um, yeah, okay. That was unfortunate. Okay, so this also wasn't a land, so it didn't actually end up mattering. Like we wouldn't have drawn a land this turn either way, but still, I think not the right play. So we'll play the Caretaker's Talent if we draw a land. If we don't draw a land, we're just gonna get beat down. I will still, I'll double block here. Yeah, I'm just gonna block because this is obviously way better when it dies. This is, I could have done this at the beginning of, I think I'm just dead here. Yeah, I'm just dead here. I won't be able to catch up. I don't think. I'm sure you could, but I think my win percentage is so low. No, I didn't have fun. That was not fun. I mean, I did cut a land, so maybe one of those cards was the land. Although I cut it for the treetop entity. So, but again, that's like sort of how it works, but also not like super how it works. So it's hard to say. Like that is the card that would be the land, but also okay. Now we have 3 lands to start, and we have this thing on turn 1, and we have a hop to it that buffs it 3 times. So we got this might just be like we might be able to just curve out if they don't have removal for this. We might just go 1, 2, 3, and we'll be attacking with like a 5/5. Then if we ever get to this, we'll be really beaten down. Like we can attack for 5, or no, this will be a 5/5. We can attack for 7 next turn. Yep. Okay. And they're gonna have to block the two. Like I guess we could not attack with the 2/1 because next turn we could just. Oh, they didn't even block. Oh wow. Okay, they might be relying on. They can. Yeah, they had a block there because now everything's coming in +1/+1. Like they're at 1, right? Yeah. Like you have to make that trade a turn earlier. Unless you can wipe the board here, but this is a 5/5. So yeah, like I was saying, this is a bad top deck, but it's also a 1 mana 5/5 some games. So, and it was 1 mana 5/5 on turn 4. Like it was very early. So it wasn't like we had to like slowly wait over the course of the game and eventually got up to a 5/5. It was like, no, we just, I mean, that was obviously an optimal draw for it, right? 1, 2, 3. But we won the game playing 3 cards. We had stuff in our hand that would have buffed it. The head of the household would have buffed it to an 8/8, and that like you're just really outpacing people. Yeah, I don't know. It seems good. Mentor, carrot cake, cultivator. Yeah, cultivator with the carrot cake is really nice. I think I'm gonna want more green lands in play. I guess forest is what they call. Okay, so I'll play this. I'd like to play the cultivator. If I can't do that, because I'd like to go 3 and then 2/2, like 2/2, 2/2. Okay, so that's the savior. That's what I was talking about at some point. Okay, so we're not doing that yet. I really just want a forest. Okay, good. I'm good on the forest. So my thing's gonna be off for a while. Like my curve's gonna be a little messy. I think I will do this. So the reason I'm doing this is because it allows me to block here, and I get to scry. How many cards do I have in graveyard? Just the 2. If I draw this, I don't have a food token to forge. Yeah, it's so good long term. So like there's obviously thought to saving it for this, but getting the scry seems worthwhile. Okay, I can play the second one of these, or I can. Oh, what if I do this and grab a forest? Sacrifice this, and then we'll forage. I really don't think we have much in terms of getting stuff back, but if we do, it's probably permanence. So these are very big now, as you can see. They do gain life. They can do like goofy. Yeah, like when they attack, they'll gain life. When they play this, they gain life. No, I don't think I want to forge these out of the game yet. Oh, that has death touch? Yeah, that's annoying. I gotta kill it. And I think I will forager here, right? Because I can remove everything except I can only get a permanent back. So this is a 5/5. That would be good, but I think banishing light might just be more important. I think I have enough big creatures here that, although, I mean, if they kill one creature, all of a sudden I'm sort of back to a situation where I don't have too much going on. But yeah, if I can just banish it like this, for instance. Actually, I want to banish it like this, right? Just lets me attack with everything. They can trade off here. This is a food, right? So they can get back a 2/2. Oh, it just gets back into play. Wow, okay. I guess I could have read that before. But this would hold back my 3/2. Um, they get another one of those? Okay, okay. So they actually want. Okay, I guess they probably have like a savior here. Oh, lifelink and indestructible? Okay. Wow. I think I want to wait for this to be active. That was very good there. Let's see what their last. So they can go up to 4. Ooh, wow. Okay. Stuff's happening. This seems like a good draw here, though. Okay, so do we want a 3/3 or do we want. Okay, well, this doesn't matter. I was thinking, do we want a 3/3 or 2/2? I guess if we make them all 2/2s, they're blocking. I guess 2/2s are better. No. Yeah, I don't actually know what we're doing, and that's. I get. Yeah. Because we might be setting them to 1 if we just get the 2/2s. So. I don't know. Oh, okay, this is a hand. We don't really have a good 3, so it'd be nice if we could just rip a nice 3. Like a hop to it would be nice. Or something that makes a food. Because this will just be a 1/1 when it comes down. And you don't want, like, this isn't great without foraging. So, it's, okay, what is this? When it dies, deal damage. Okay, that's not bad. So it's not, so this is not great without foraging or offspring. You kind of want to do at least one or the other. No, I don't think I can block here because it's just too easy to get blown out if they can target with anything. There's a mouse soldier. Yeah, okay. So I think I will play this on 4 just to have 2 creatures. I'll take the 1 just to avoid like a shore up. Yeah, I'd love to be able to forage eventually, but we're just not that close. I guess I could just play the tree god and have it not do much. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just be fine with it as a 3/4, hold them back a little bit, and then because you can double forge with the cultivator, which is nice. I think this only is this turn until next turn. Only this turn, yeah. Yeah, so after I trade a few things off, if I can forge at least once with this, you get a ton of value off it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I really don't like them getting just to like draw cards off this over and over, but I don't have a good mechanism to stop them. Yeah, I don't think I just like without the ability to forage, I'm not sure it's worth playing that down. It doesn't really change the amount of pressure. Okay, that's a big one. Okay, so I think now in this situation I need to just play stuff onto the board because I'm going to try to rabbit response them at some point. We're still in a bad situation. This could just be huge. Like just being able to pump out. This is just like a big 4/5 as it is, and then being able to play a bunch of. If you play birds, you just get little fish tokens, and it doesn't get killed by this. Is the biggest issue. Okay, that's actually still pretty good against my. Yeah, I think I'm just gone here. I just can't ever get through any of this. They just have too much value. Yeah, I was just so far behind. Here's the problem with decks that just don't draw cards. I guess I just didn't draw my card draw spells, but I just didn't, like they just had way more stuff on the board than I did. Okay, keep it. Probably could have looked at the hand before I kept it, but hey, we actually got our rare this time. Definitely would have loved like a carrot cake here. Okay. I really just hope they can't kill this, because if they can kill it, it's gonna be really make the game a little bit more boring. Oh, I don't know what this thing does, but I think that's something you can just like not know what a card does at all. I guess I could read it. When a bat attacks, you gain life. When it enters, da da da. Return. Doesn't matter. I gotta get rid of it. So I'd really love to draw ahead of the household here. Or draw a. Oh, okay, I guess I can do this. So I think I don't want to do anything here because oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I mean, by the time it got to 4, it was gonna be rough. Could I? I can make another token, but I think I'd rather just Sonar Strike something. and like try to get the draw every turn. Because it's gonna be a turn when I don't have. So I can. I mean, playing the big thing is usually. So I think it's usually better to play the biggest thing because your mana is less versatile with the big one. So like now I could go with 3 and a 3, but if I kept the 5, like if I draw land, I guess. Um, okay, guess take card out of my hand. I actually have like a pretty good hand here. I guess the cultivator is my worst card. If they take the carrot cake, okay, well, play this. I get to draw another card. I don't think I need a land. It's not that the lands are bad. It's just that I'm drawing so many cards here that I wonder if here it's just good to make a token just to spend the mana. No, I'm gonna decline. I don't have a token creator. Actually, oh, I should have done that. I was gonna say I don't have a token creator here, but I can create a token on any turn with this. So I think in light of that, I will make a rabbit because next turn I can just buff all my rabbits, or buff all my tokens, like make these all 3/3s. Like they're really on a board sweep plan here. Okay. Oh, this costs 3. I thought it cost 2 for some reason. I mean, 3 seems a lot more fair, I guess. Okay. I mean, you get my rabbit response, so. So I'm gonna do this because I do get to make a draw a card, right? When the token comes into play. So I guess is there any benefit to? Okay, doesn't matter. So I guess the nice thing about the carrot cake is you can sacrifice the carrot cake on the other person's turn. Because so you can get an extra draw because I think it works every turn, not like turn cycle. I don't even know what the wording for turn cycle would be. Yeah, one each turn. So I mean, there's nothing that makes tokens on my opponent's turn. No, not really. Also, I don't think I need to optimize for the situation where I have the thing in play, have a ton of mana, and want to draw 2 cards a turn cycle instead of 1. I mean, at some point we just have all the things in play. So, but in general, we've okay, keeping this because we're keeping everything. So we'll probably go if we, I mean, we'll probably go carrot cake. I wonder if it's ever better to just play. You know what? No, I don't think. I think that's too greedy. I think we really need a land here, and if we get any land would allow us to play Valley Might Call plus this. Now we can just play this, I guess. Although, I guess we could have sacrificed carrot cake. I wonder if we're gonna do that on my upkeep. Yeah, yeah, it will. Oh, yeah, if they stop blinking Plum Farmer, they could draw a ton of cards. Sure, I really don't want to sacrifice carrot cake here because I'd love to be able to forage with it. Okay, well, so I definitely need to draw a land. Although this is very good once I draw a land. I get to make my thing a 5/5. I might just be done here. I mean, if I go land, I'm in a good situation. Because they're playing a very dirtily deck, obviously. Although, unfortunately now, even if it's just a 5/5, it doesn't just like run them over the way you'd want it to. I'm hoping that if they just dirtle, then I draw a land, just attack and rabbit response. Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess that's not like strictly dirtling, but it's not dirtling. I guess this gets better next turn, but like, okay, so this is a good four. This fits in with fours. This makes this a seven. Actually, yeah, I'll do that because I have so many good options on four. So they'll have to block with two things, and I don't think they want to. They'll have to block with three things, I guess. I know they can block with two. They still have good blocks here. And if I draw land, I can still route response. They are wide enough that like it's not necessarily just lethal. Okay. They have big attacks back. This is a crackback. Right, they're gonna attack back for 8. I'm just gonna have to take it. Doesn't have trample. Oh, it has vigilance, huh? Yeah, I think it's worth it just to let it go. Okay, I mean I don't really have a lot of answers if like I just never draw the land. And now I don't have good attacks here. But I haven't drawn the card that I replaced the land with, first of all. Um, they don't seem to have anything, so I might just go. So, okay, I have a couple options. I could rabbit response, but that's pretty all in. I think they didn't play anything. What if I just play this? Now my thing's a 9/9. It seems like they're choked on their other color. So one thing that's interesting is that because I have the Warren Elder, if I attack, there's a decent chance they just think I'm trying to Warren Elder, and they might set up their blocks as if I'm Warren Eldering. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I wonder if like we just have a wide enough board though, right? They have 6. Yeah, I think we just have a wide enough board because this is going to trample over for. So even if they block their biggest thing, this tramples over for 5. I wonder what's been stuck in their hand this whole game. Because they played nothing last turn cycle, right? With 5 green mana untapped. So this is indestructible. This will survive no matter what. So I need what, the full unblock to. We'll do this. Response. I guess we could use these. Like, or it doesn't kill them, right? Oh no, it does, right? Because we have 5 unblocked. Yeah. I mean, also they have nothing left. I guess I don't have much left either. But yeah, I don't think they were prepared for that. I mean, that was in my hand. When you yeah, so like when we have an onboard trick that does something a little bit different than the in-hand trick, it's hard to set up. I mean, obviously an onboard trick you're always going to have to play around, but it's hard to set up blocks that are good. If you're setting up optimal blocks, it's hard to do it such that it's good at the creature's current base power toughness, then it's good at +1/+1, and they're good at +2/+1. Like it's hard to set it up so it works for all levels. Because like if you're setting up blocks that are optimal for 1/1s, it's hard for it also to be optimal for 2/1s and then or 2/2s and then 2/3 or 3/2s. It's just sort of at some point it just can't be optimal for every single thing. Um, so I want to attack here just because I can do better next turn. I'll play Caretaker's Talent. Oh, this is like a good. This can definitely start beating. I'll just block with the Warden Elder. Warden Elder's very good, but like if I get my things going, I don't think it's going to matter. Like if they don't kill this, I'll Intrepid Rabbit. I'll swing for a ton next turn. I'll draw a card. Oh, can they play one more thing? Do they have? Doesn't like really matter. Oh, if they kill that, I'll be so disappointed. Not because like it matters a ton, just because it's like so disappointing. Okay, they get to kill this and attack. Okay, so they're attacking for a lot. Because these both trigger. Okay, I mean they're not attacking for this, but with this. Okay, we'll do this. Make the offspring. So it's not going to do much. But I do draw the card. Okay, I mean we're still in a tough situation, honestly. Because yeah, they get to buff everything and attack for 10 here. Yeah, I can't block. These don't have trample, but yeah, I think I'm just getting run over. Maybe they have nothing to play here. Like if they just happen to have little or nothing. Um, yeah, okay. Or we draw rabbit response. But even if this gets trample, I'll have to block with two things. And yeah, I think I just have to block with these two. And hopefully, like, so they couldn't. They don't have 4 mana worth of spells. They could have 3 mana worth of spells. Okay, so we might have like sort of stabilized. Oh, this is actually really nice for us. Yes, that seems good. So we draw a card. Next turn we can. We don't have a squirrel, but next turn we can sacrifice the carrot cake, and we can. What do we want to do here? Yeah, I think it's best to sacrifice stuff. Okay, hopefully they can't cast 4 mana worth of things. No, that's not 4 mana worth of things. We don't know what the next thing is, though. Okay, so we do have to block one thing here, which is annoying. Do I have any of these that are... I guess that one is slightly better. Block, and then sacrifice the carrot cake. Yeah, it seems good. Draw a card. Cash grab. So I actually think I want to... I'm going to... Maybe Curious Forger for the carrot cake. Let me see what we got. Right, unless I can thread something else in. I guess I could thread in the mite collar, maybe? Okay, is there a good way to thread in a mite collar here? Not really. There might be in the future. Oh, hmm. Oh, you know what? I wish I typed my mana slightly differently, because I could buff here. What does this do? This attacks each opponent. Bats, lizards, squirrels. Okay, so they don't have a ton of those. No, I don't. Oh, this actually lets me... No, but I don't actually want to forage that away. Okay. Oh, Banishing Light is nice here because I'll have to use it on this. Uh, I don't know why they conceded. I'm not sure they weren't crushing me there still. Unless I just misinterpreted what their gods did. I guess they just like drew nothing to play the... or to activate those raccoons. But like I was like kind of in chump block mode, and like I have to play around a lot of stuff. I guess they can't attack unless they play their card first because they need their cards. Like, they can still attack. They were at a pretty high life total. I definitely misplayed a lot of those um, turns. Like maybe I should have been getting the Might Caller back and then copying a token to draw a card that turn. Although getting the Carrot Cake is just so good at making that talent card work. Like, this hand doesn't do anything, which is the only issue with it. And like I need to draw another four. The problem is I need to draw. Yeah, this wasn't maybe this wasn't a good keep because a lot of these cards are just bad. Here, like so, I need to draw a forest for the cultivator to do anything. I drew planes, so like I'm just draw like I just don't have. There's just no way for me to draw a card such that it like um, does anything. Like I need to draw like three separate cards for this hand to sort of turn on, and none of them are planes. I mean, I can just go like 3/2 beats here, I guess. I should have played a land, obviously. I can like bluff the overprotect. Um, yeah. So like, this is obviously there's a lot of reasons this is bad to play here. Um, but like I think I eventually want to try to get some value out of my forager, and it turns on rabbit response. Like the problem is like I can't. Okay, so I could attack, but every creature I add to the board just makes this like a better attack. The only problem is they can fight me. But like, so if I attack, I could rabbit response. We'll trade, you know, whatever, and I'll get to scry, which is nice, and I get stuff in the yard to trigger my forages. Okay, they just played a giant creature, so not great. We don't want them to play giant creatures. I guess they just get to draw. So like right here, this is one of the things I was like. I can't block here, right? Because they kill. No, I can, right? I can block. Oh, can't be blocked by creatures with 2 power. So I can't block with both of these because they'll kill this. Yeah, that's the problem I'm having here. Okay, that was a good draw. Do I just want like a mic collar here? Oh no, I want this thing. This thing's bonkers here. So I think my goal here is just survive the turn and then survive the turn and then rabbit response the next turn. I think keeping the food in play is worthwhile. Like I might want to gain life depending on how this game goes. Because if I attack for 10 here, they can trade off their big guy, I guess. But that takes a lot off their board. If they have some kind of pump spell, I guess that's bad for me. I don't know what 1 mana tricks there are. There's that one, I guess. High stride, okay. But next turn I can just get this back with a Curious Forger. Okay, I mean that's not good for me. No, I won't block. I will have to block soon. So I can attack for 10. 10 is not enough. So I can't remove 3 and still get something back, so I guess I'll have to sack this food to get this back. I'm sort of chumping with anything, right? I might as well attack here. So the issue is if they fight something, or if they play that thing. If they have like another spell, I'm dead. I don't know what this does. Say creatures I control can't block. Target creature I control can't block. Yeah, I'm just dead here, right? Um, hmm. I mean, they played a lot of good cards. This is really good. So I think I started talking about this in one of the drafts. Charging Monstrous Soul was really good, and this is very similar, right? It's a haste trample, 5 mana, 5/5 haste trample. Just comes down and beats you up. So I mean, I ended up with 5 wins. I'm pretty happy about that. The not the draft, but you know the playing. I think I was 1 and 2 or 2 and 2. So I got 3 in a row before I dropped the third. There was definitely a I mean, again, I could have got up a land. I don't think I ever drew the treetop sentries that would have been the other land in any of the games at all. I might have put this on the bottom once. I definitely, so when you have a lot of low mana cards, it's easy to misplay because you have so many options. Like the reason it's good to have so many low mana cards is you have a lot of options, but it's also very easy to misplay, and I definitely did, especially with like the carrot cake. There were probably a lot of lines I could have set up where I could have drawn more cards, or I could have had a better board but drawn the same amount of cards when I was trying to play around the caretaker's talent. I like this card. I think it was pretty good. Every time I drew it, I was happy, and I feel like I was overwhelming people with card advantage. My deck was built to take advantage of it. I did have so the having the so I have rabbits and I have squirrels, and there is sort of an issue where you draw both of those things. In different you don't draw like the A's and B's of a given thing. Um, I mean, the last hand I kept was just not a great hand. It was very slow. I was lucky that game was that close. If they don't have that last card, I think I can block and I think I win on the crackback. So and they had I mean, they drew good cards and they were able to win it, but I kept a very bad hand. I don't know if the cultivators definitely were good a couple games. Without cash grabs, I'm not sure if you have enough to like fill up the graveyard or create foods. Although I did have some foods. Um, I think I was just maybe a few cards too off. I was like I wasn't set up well to forage. Like I had to play one of these, just as a 3/2, and then I just didn't have like stocked graveyards all the time. If I had like another cash grab, the mentor did seem good. It was very big. Um, you mostly traded them off. But you did see the downside of like it's gonna shrink when the other creatures die. So, oh no, not a bad one.